Welcome back to another episode of Requested Good Company. The crew is here, the originals, the OGs.
Mm.
I think this might be the first time this year, but we're back at it and we got a banger for y'all today. Today we are doing the greatest TV series of all time. Um, we're just doing real live action stuff that you can see on TV or on a subscription. Um, yeah, the order has been predetermined. Luckily, it's me. I think it's me, Kristen, and Townsend. And
And
then
if you don't get the right one first, I'll be disappointed.
there's only, well,
There's only one.
there's a
There's only
couple.
one.
Well, for the first pick of the greatest TV series of all time, goes to something that you might have to pay to watch. You might have to put a
Yeah,
little effort in to get there.
yeah,
It's Game of Thrones, and it's
yep.
not
That's the
close.
right pick.
It's the
That's the right
greatest
pick.
cinematic TV show of our generation, and it's not close. The storyline, epic. The character development, epic. It's got everything you need. You want some sci-fi dragons? We got it. You want some romance? We got it. You want some comedy? We got it. You want fighting? We got it. Game of Thrones is legitimately the best TV series of all time.
Nah, it's false. Nah, it's false. Nah, nah. I don't agree, big dog.
I don't see how you couldn't agree. It's elite.
You don't like it? You don't like it?
I don't like it, bro. I couldn't. I was in the first two episodes, and I'm like, yeah, bro, this ain't for me. Cause feel me, like I don't agree, bro.
What is it? It just didn't keep
It
your
just
attention.
it just wasn't my cup of tea, big dog.
That's the thing about this podcast. It's all about opinions. But the people know.
I'll just say comments. Let us know. So round two, pick number one. I think it's a standard. I think it's a staple. I think from a rewatch perspective, it's undefeated. It actually took a depiction from, it was either like a UK or European show that was brought over here, but Steve Carell running the show. My number one pick is going to definitely be The Office.
The Office.
It was a new type of humor, but that dry humor, that where you kind of had to be like tapped in to like really understand. I mean, some of those were inappropriately funny, like that funny that you really like not supposed to laugh type of funny is like I don't see anything competing with it. That show could be on. I mean, from the minute you leave or from the minute you step into your house until the whole weekend, like it's got rewatch value. It is elite comedy. Number one pick or number two pick round one for CK is The Office.
You like that pick, Townsend. You approve of The Office.
That's a solid pick, bro. Cause it's like legit funny, bro. And
Like legit funny.
and I don't like that dry humor like Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? I don't like
Right.
that. But The Office, I feel like that's funny
I feel like
because
there's
like I used to
episodes
work in an
like
office environment, and I'd be like, bruh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like
It
this
has
reminds me
Yeah,
of so
bro,
and so.
definitely.
it's got relatable characters in it. In
Yeah,
Hey,
every aspect. Yeah.
definitely.
It's a
Stanley kept it real. Shout out.
Definitely. All right, so for my number one pick, um, I've watched it, I've enjoyed it. I know a lot of other people have enjoyed it. Um, I'm gonna go with uh The Wire.
That's solid, bro.
The
That's
Wire, bro. The
that's
Wire,
elite.
bro.
That's a great pick.
That has a lot of uh aspects in it as well. And you know, at the time in my life where I was watching it, it resonated with me. You know what I'm saying?
That's key. That's key. Was he like working in that field, like where he was like, okay, I kind of see why they're moving this way?
Right. Feel me? So what you think, Sweat?
I like The Wire. I think that a lot of people got their like starts like being on The Wire. Like
Facts.
Michael B.
Facts.
Jordan was on The Wire. Like there's
Young Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
a lot of movements on that wire that was interesting. And when TikTok like came out, like they were still doing memes from things in The Wire. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give it to you on that one. That was a good first round. But
Finally, fellas, it's
Mhm.
always somebody kind of dragging their feet.
It was a minute. Yeah. It's definitely been a minute.
well, we got 2 more, so we'll see how it plays out. It's
Yeah,
back
somebody gonna mess it up for sure.
to AT. All right, wait. Time out. You got a consultant over there? You getting some help?
Nah, bro, because we in Walmart parking lot. So that's why I'm telling him like he could go in if you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. It's on you. Yeah. No, he's lying. He's lying.
All right, cool. So for my next pick, we all know what I like. You know what I'm saying? One of the best TV shows that's ever existed. It has 1, 2, 3, I think 4 spinoffs.
No.
Oh, don't do this.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Rick. You feel me? With The Walking Dead. Feel me?
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
Ooh,
The
That's a
Walking
gross
Dead.
pick.
no, that was on my that was
That's
Bro,
on
I'm
your
gonna have to,
that was
list.
going to be drafted by me. Yeah, no, that was going to be drafted. That's not even an honorable
that
mention.
right
That was
there.
going to be drafted for me.
That's a weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a.
Save the day for me for sure. But I loved. I mean, that's a great pick. That show I remember because it used to come out on Thursdays, and we was in Moorhead, and they had actually filmed somewhere close to Moorhead. So a lot of those people took that show like serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is us. This is Appalachia.
Well, it's like an apocalyptic show that could actually happen. So it's not like somebody got a disease and just it's not as fake as other zombie shows. And
Right.
it has the realistic aspect of how people actually are.
Right.
Like when stuff hits the fan, how are people actually acting? And we seen it a lot during COVID. When people were
Facts.
fighting in the grocery store to get toilet paper. Like, how are they going to react if this happens? And
Why was they fighting for toilet paper? I never understood that fight.
it was a weird fight.
I never understood that fight. But go ahead. Yeah.
But
That was a well produced show because I hadn't really always watched shows like that with that type of pacing and that type of like build. And I was impressed. Like that was a great show. That was a well put together show.
Yeah, definitely.
the only problem I have with it is I felt like every time you started to like somebody, they killed them.
Yeah.
Get out.
Every single time. Which makes for a tough show to watch. That's why, like, after they killed Glenn, I was like, I can't watch.
Yeah. I mean that part in the show, like a lot of people stopped watching because it was a tough scene, bro. When Negan came in and he like killed like 4 or 5 people, bro. Like important aspects of the show, bro. And yeah, that yeah,
That's a
that
good.
was
Last
a
thing on
crazy
that
part, bro.
show is like you could see how because they would always try to come up with alliances and you could see how people would like you see people's level of trust. Like because at a certain point they had to look out for themselves, but at a certain point they benefited from like coming together. So it was like you was always trying to figure out like, okay, are they gonna turn on them? Are they rocking with them? What's the like if it comes down to it, are they gonna that show's got good elements to it for sure.
I've won this draft. There's too many big hitters still on the board that I've won this draft.
Well, let me grab one of them. uh, when Netflix phenomenon first came out, and everyone was trying to figure out, they had their initial offerings, and it was like, okay, what are we gonna watch? What's everybody gonna watch? And they had Buddy breaking down the product in Breaking Bad,
Okay.
and
Delete.
round two, pick number two, Netflix original series Breaking Bad for me.
Yeah,
A great
that's
pick.
a good one.
We're gonna have to do 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
Nah.
Thank you.
It's too close. It's too close.
It's close.
It's too close. Everybody's got good picks currently. Everybody's got good picks currently. That's a great pick. Breaking Bad
Hey.
was elite.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing I like about your 2 picks, Chris, is they're rewatchable.
Right.
I would lie to you
Yeah.
if I said I haven't watched both of them multiple times. So
Yeah.
those are great picks. We got some hitters today, y'all. Hey,
Some fire TV.
What you
for
got,
sure.
Sweat?
you know what I got? I'm coming back with we're still in the Netflix series. I went to HBO. Let me get one from Netflix. Let me go to Hawkins, Indiana, and pick up Stranger Things. An elite show.
Fair.
And the best
Fair
part
pick
about
after
it
all
is
that.
it's
Fair pick.
still going. We still got another season, and it's already in the upper echelon.
Fair. Yeah,
An
fair.
elite show.
Yeah, fair, and the variety in it, the ability to depict that actual fear in a sense, or that actual suspense. Yeah,
Right.
it's a good pick. It's a good pick.
This is
Can't even hate.
this might be, I mean, the first time in RGC history we've made it through 2 rounds and nobody's like, that was a terrible pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, collectively we
Collectively,
picked it up.
this is a great episode.
Yeah.
So let's
Round
get into
3?
round 3. Now, round 3, this pick, I'm going for the longevity of it, the drama of it. I'm taking Grey's Anatomy. And I know
I've got it on my list.
this doesn't look like the scene of people who watch Grey's Anatomy, but I've
No,
definitely
Shonda Rhimes can write a show.
multiple shows, but we'll get there. Grey's Anatomy, it is a great show in the sense of like you're actually learning medical situations. Like you watch that show and it's based off of real life situations that have actually happened in the world, but then they put drama to it, so it makes it a little better. And then but it's also kind of like The Walking Dead in the sense of you really start to like somebody and they'll off them in some kind of
Right.
weird way. So, it's a great show. We're gonna go to you,
Chris?
It's
There's
getting
a few ways I want to take it because there's stuff that I'm trying to determine what's going to be around for when that comes back, because I know there's shows that Avery watches that Townsend doesn't watch. So I've got picks that'll be safe and I can hold off, and then I got stuff that I need to go ahead and take. And so for round 3, pick number 2, the one I need to take off the board before KT gets there, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
The freshest of the princes. Yes, sir.
The freshest of all time. And, we talk about these shows that include these stars before they. Smooth, please don't. You don't like the fresh?
No, I love it. I'm hating.
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know.
To see the launching pad of like where he's taking it, and to see him like back on this show, like just being the kid that was like getting the girls and had the freshest shoes and the fresh fit and all that retro stuff that's still fresh to this day. Like, I think fresh is just such an accurate way to put that. It's like literally the Fresh Prince. And all people from those, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Like, like character development on that show just went such a long way. So pick number 2, round 3. Give me Fresh Prince.
It's insane that Fresh Prince was all the way in the third round. That's a steal. That's a steal for sure. That's a great pick.
Um, so with my third pick, I'm torn between three low key, but we're definitely gonna have to mention some honorable mentions.
Honorable mention for you.
Um, I'm gonna have to go, and this show also has spinoffs that are very successful. Uh, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Power.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
I'm gonna have to go with
On my
Power,
list.
bro.
Shout out to 50 Cent. I'm a
Shout
big
out to
50 Cent
50, bro.
fan.
We've read his book in our book club.
Yep.
It's
Yep. I'm a fan of the business mogul 50 Cent for sure.
Definitely, bro.
he.
Definitely, bro.
I haven't watched any.
If you haven't watched Power, bro, y'all need to go watch that. Definitely.
I haven't watched any of the spinoffs, but I've watched Power, and it was a drama, a pure drama. It was
Definitely.
the better Empire.
Yeah,
It's
better than
impressive for
Empire,
him to-
definitely.
Oh, for sure. For him to be able to break through into that industry, coming from like being on the mic, on the tours, being
Mhm.
50 Cent, we know to directing behind the scenes and still be equally, if not more successful. It's like, man, like what can he? You start to ask that question, like, what can he not do?
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I like that pick.
With my last pick, I'm still torn. I'm gonna have to go with the Ozarks.
Worst pick.
Look, he's
Worst pick.
the Ozarks. The Ozarks like had you in suspense from the very beginning, bro. You don't think so?
It's good TV. It's good TV. Good TV.
I watched the first season and I couldn't watch anymore. I thought it was a weaker version of Breaking Bad.
I seen the Ozarks before I seen Breaking Bad, so
Oh.
you know.
Okay.
And it on my list, that's my number 4 pick.
Hey,
For that.
okay, Chris, it's a
Smooth. It's me and you.
right here. He's
Boys
sick.
pick.
He's sick.
So I've gone. I've gone. I've gone the one. I got the one picked up by Peacock with The Office. Then I went over. I thought he did. I was going to holler. I've gone over to Netflix for Breaking Bad. Third pick was Fresh Prince, but I cannot leave out premier television that is HBO. It's going from HBO to HBO Max, now to Max, but there's no way I could not pick a show from that series. And I'm actually going to pick the best one from HBO. Well, second best one. I'll give you Game of Thrones as the best one. I'll give you Game of Thrones. That was the right first pick. Second, an all-timer, a classic, The Sopranos.
It's a great pick.
The Sopranos for round 4.
I've never watched Sopranos, but I've heard a lot of good things.
It's a weird show about like
It's a little bit drawn out. Yeah.
drawn out.
Just that mob life.
Got so many
Yeah.
different storylines, and yeah, it's a good show. It's good character development in a lot of senses. It's a good show. It's good, but it cost
All right.
it cost you the draft.
Oh, not at all. Not
It-
at all.
This show to make it to the last pick is crazy. We've done a lot of like drama. We've done a lot of like, stories that'll take you somewhere. But the greatest storyteller in TV history is none other than Dave Chappelle. And Chappelle Show is the greatest comedic show of all time. There's so many people that have made shows like Dave Chappelle, but they never live up to it. Key and Peele made a show like it. Amy, whatever her name is, made a show like it. But Chappelle Show is the greatest comedic sketch show of all time. And it's not close. And it's not shaky at all.
No,
Is that
I'm saying shaky because you're saying it's the best comedic sketch show of all time. I would put In Living Color
Over Chappelle Show.
over Chappelle Show.
Chappelle was
A
saying,
lot of celebrities, a lot of comedians have made their starts. A
you're
lot of
talking
actors,
about
period, have made their starts on In Living Color, bro.
In Living Color is in a corpus of a bunch of people. We're talking about
it's a
Dave
launching pad?
Chappelle show. You know,
But
your
it was the Wayne brothers show. It was the Wayne brothers show.
brothers.
So
Cool.
no. It was only one brother. I can't think of his name right now. But it was his show. He brought his people on. So, but I respect it. I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know, we'll see in the comments. In
Yeah.
Living Color.
Comments,
I feel
please
like
let us know that CK held it down. Everything else was cool and close and competitive, but they just didn't. They didn't hold their weight towards the end. You hate to see that, but
Chappelle show.
Chappelle Show's a
Hey,
great show. Is that? This is kind of a break off. Is that the best of Comedy Central?
Yeah, South Park's on there. People like South Park.
People like Boondock. We stayed away from cartoons.
mhm.
It's been another episode of Requested Good Company. Make sure you leave in the comments who you think won. What's your favorite TV show? And if you want to be a guest, just hit me up. Because we're always requesting
Because
good.
we always request a good company.
Because we always requesting good company.